designed to inform you as to what you need to do next or how to improve your situation.
I'm here with the
So it's happening that you probably
voice actors for Black Ops 2, the ones that play Menendez, Woods, and Mason.
These aren't just people yelling.
This is awesome.
We're giving you information. You've got to dissect what part of the information you can use in this situation. So you're probably not using your ears.
Unless it's Raul yelling at
So,
you.
then
he's probably
I'm always
just means
running behind
exactly
the rock
that.
to
Josefina.
cover. But then, since that's not behind the rock, I die.
Yeah.
That's not listening.
Still, no shot from behind the rock.
Anybody
You
else?
have to put Frank down.
How long did it take
Guys,
to
put him
record
down, then I
everything?
die.
Hold up. What's the question?
How long did it take to record everything? You know, the
whole process.
6 minutes.
It's a 2-year process.
2-year process.
Yeah.
Oh, so 2 years in the studio.
Yeah. Some guys work more than others, but for the most part, the game takes about 2 years from start to concept. Yeah.
And that's due to the fact that the game, almost all our scenes together are shot live action. Everything you see on the screen really happened in a room someplace. So that's why it's like shooting a movie for 2 years.
Yeah,
It takes
it's
so
not.
long.
We're not just voice acting.
We're not
They're
just pretty
full
voices.
performances.
Yeah, so you guys wear the suits with the...
Yeah.
the sets.
Yeah.
That's, okay, that's,
So you're not actually doing it. You're just using your voice, right?
No, you're actually doing it.
Oh,
No,
you're
they have a
doing it.
special setup with cameras.
Oh, you do the motion capture too.
Yeah.
it's much like Avatar.
Yeah. It's a full performance.
Oh,
We're interacting with each other. We're
so
doing.
you're actually like a movie, but
They're-
for a game.
Correct.
We're in black spandex suits with reflective sensors all over us. Reflective sensors, yeah, motion capture.
Performance capture, actually. You capture
Yeah.
voice, face, and you capture the whole performance, not just the body, but the face and the voice all at once.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Did you have fun doing it?
What's up?
What was the most difficult part of the whole game for y'all to act out?
Working with Michael Rook.
No. What's his name was much more difficult. Blonde-haired English.
So,
We got the Warlock.
Julian was tough.
I could have kicked his ass in the head.
My Twizzlers, man.
No, it was.
You know the tough part is, because the game is so long, so big, and they really get very little lead time with the script. Basically, you get the script like the night before. And sometimes, some days you have 1 or 2 lines, other days you have pages that you have to learn. And that was the most difficult part, is like really getting sharp on the lines in less than a day.
Yeah, and remembering where it was, that what happened beforehand, where you are now, why this is happening.
Y'all don't do it sequentially. Y'all do like.
They tried to keep it a decent amount, but yeah, there was some stuff that went around.
We do each mission sequentially. And don't like you'll do the A to C on each mission, but no, the missions. Actually, there's probably I think 4 missions that never made it into the game. There's a lot of scenes that just don't make it. It's too long. So they shoot them. We need this scene, we need that scene. So yeah, that's really in order. But inside each of those mission levels, they keep them kind of good there.
How long did it take to do all acts?
2 years. Did you not hear it?
Like separately? How long? How many weeks? How many hours?
It varies. So there's some really bigger missions, and that takes more time. Sometimes there's edits. They got to go reshoot things. So there's no real one set time frame. It's just basically it takes 2 years. Coming in, and we don't. Sometimes there's guys in this game I didn't work with. I work a lot with these 2 guys.
Anybody else?
What was the most fun thing you did on
Just the game in its entirety was a lot
like
of fun. I mean, there wasn't. I can't possibly pinpoint just one thing. It was the entire process was for me was new. So it was a lot of fun from the very beginning. It was awesome.
What about the boat when you got carried? When you're drugged?
What about the what?
When you're in the boat, the ship boat where Mason picks you up?
Yeah.
Did you like that one?
Yeah. I just finished telling you, I like all of it.
You gotta listen.
See what he was just saying is the truth. You don't listen.
It's just long.
Yeah.
I can't explain. You're driving too.
Have you played it?
Who else? Anybody else? Have I played it? I have not. I have not. I played the other Black Ops installments, but I have not played this one. This one was just a little too close to the best.
I see.
I've kind of steered clear of it for a little while. I may play it. I don't know. I may play it. I may not.
Yes.
We'll see. My son plays it. He has a lot of fun.
Have fun with it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Any other questions?
How hard is it getting into your field of work?
Well, we always, I think I can speak for the other two actors. We always, there's a saying in our business: if you can see yourself doing anything else, do it.
Wow, that bad.
Yeah, it's you gotta have really thick skin to do what we do.
Getting in is not bad. Making a living at it is hard.
Negative living.
Yeah, it's you can.
As actor.
You can do community theater anywhere you want, but to
Right.
make a living at it, that's a whole other level of.
It's a lot of rejection. A lot of rejection.
A lot of inconsistency.
So you just and the business we're in right now is changing a lot from the time from when we first started, and it's changed a lot, and it's going to continue to change. So it's a tough business. But that being said, I wouldn't do anything else. But that's
it's
got.
fun.
But that's the way it's got.
Right.
That's the attitude you got to have if you want to do what you got to see yourself doing this, and if you can't see yourself doing this, just like anything else, then you live your life in accordance with what you see yourself doing, right? We love what we do.
How has the business changed?
What's that?
How has the business changed since you started?
New media.
Yeah.
Before you could make a decent living doing television and film, this thing called residuals. You paid each time it runs. Now new media has dominated the internet, web stuff, and that is very even video games. They're not high-paying jobs. So sustaining yourself on a video game or even like internet series or even low-budget films, it's really hard to sustain yourself as an actor until you get to a level where you're making nice money in each project. But it's a difficult level to get to.
Yeah, and also less movies are being made. Movie actors are doing television. The roles that I used to play in television are now being taken by guys who used to do film.
Okay.
And those same guys that are doing film are also doing commercials and also doing voiceover.
Everyone's vying for a
So
job.
everyone's vying for a job. So there's a lot more competition. There's A-list, B-list.
A lot of people have
There's offers that are being made, straight up offers that are being made. Then there's an A-list. If that offer, for whatever reason, and there's 10 guys. After that offer is made, they offer. If that guy doesn't take it, the next guy will get offered to the next guy. And then they keep moving down the line. And if for some reason 10, 20 guys don't take the offer, then they start holding auditions. For guys like me. So that's how tough it is. I'm exaggerating, but I'm not. In a way, it's tough out there. Anything else?
Do you do other jobs besides this?
I own a private gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for the most part, I've made a living as an actor since for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
That's what I've done.
as well.
Personal trainer.
I'm fortunate enough to make a living as an actor entirely.
You're just an actor entirely.
Yeah, which is great. I feel blessed to be able to do that.
Right.
What else?
Anything else? No more about the game? You guys got it covered? Bet you don't.
So let's set up a
How closely did you guys work with the developers of the game, like the actual coders and?
The coders, we don't cross paths a lot with the actual guys. We talk to the department heads a lot.
Yeah, they were there.
The guy who's the main writer, Adam Rosas, who's the head chief animator. So that is really not something we do. We'll walk in a Treyarch and there's like 300 people. They'll walk up and say, "Wow, Woods, I have no idea who they are. I've been doing my character for 4 years now. But there's like just dozens of people on each character.
One of the guys, Jamie Edgerton, was one of our directors, and he was in charge of animating my face. That's what he would tell me. So his team animated my face. So basically, he was the coder, but he was the head of the guy.
And
he
he'll
was
be out
also
of
the director.
He'll be out of rehab very soon from that experience.
Exactly.
And then, you know, there's a guy for each map, each scene. I guess that's the only way to.
Each level,
Yeah.
each mission has its own director, its own team.
Right. So you walk into Treyarch and I did you in this
This scene.
level, and then you go down to the next cubicle and I did you in this level, and and so each
Yes.
And do you know how much money is put into the game? Like, what's the budget?
This game,
$11.
this game
That's a lot.
$138
Well, because it costs us
million.
like 65.
$138 million.
And do you know how much it makes in
It's
return?
made $1 billion in 14 days.
Made $500
Well, it's
million
only
in
60 bucks a
24
pop.
hours. Yeah, it's
Yeah, but then
crazy
you
how
have
much money
like
it makes.
people wanting it.
So it's pay you guys.
It's the single largest grossing media release ever. Film, television, music, it's the single largest grossing, it's the largest grossing product ever, because you combine Black Ops, if you take all the Call of Duties, it's larger. I think if you took all the Call of Duties and put them in one bank account, it'd be the 14th largest economy in the world.
That's bigger in California.
I have a question.
Yeah, it's enormous.
Go ahead.
How do you guys feel about like other first-person shooters? You guys ever just be like, I'm sick of this?
Are there other people?
Halo.
Halo. Battlefield.
Oh, that's the kids' game, right?
Yeah, totally.
That's a PG rated, right?
No, I'm pretty sure it's
Battlefield right there.
So think about
He's a special child.
is
quiet.
it's not as realistic as far as based on reality, and also I don't think it carries the storyline that Treyarch has really prided themselves on building into the Black Ops games.
Have you guys all played the campaign?
Yes,
Yeah.
beating it.
You got all
I
three?
killed you. I'm sorry.
You got all three
You got all
endings?
three?
Yes, I
I
have.
killed you.
Once.
You killed you. I kill you.
That's the worst ending right there. I'm not kidding. The best
I
ending.
captured you, then you killed him. I got a question.
Yeah.
You were talking
You
earlier.
want to know the
in
best
anger,
ending? You got to ask
explaining
him over there.
The best ending.
Yeah, there you go.
Would you be able to explain the best ending now
Absolutely.
to people
All
who
right.
haven't gotten it?
There is an ending. There's actually three endings. A crummy one, an okay one, and a really good one. If you've heard the word nurse batshit, you've gotten to the best ending. So I'll predicate that for you. But to get there, you got to do certain things. All right.
Yeah, Austin.
First thing is, when you have the opportunity, when you're playing as Woods, right, and you're scoping out the guy with the bag on his head, which you know to be Mason, don't kill him. Shoot him in the leg.
Yeah, I know
I
that.
didn't think it was him until I actually shot him.
I know.
Yeah.
Shoot him in, miss him, shoot him in the leg, okay? Next thing is, you're gonna make a decision whether you're gonna go after karma, save karma or not. Save karma. Even if you kill a worker. In fact, do it anyways, you know?
Which, by the way, is not easy to save karma.
Yeah, but you gotta save karma. You save karma, and the last thing is, once you capture Menendez, even though as much as you want to smoke him, don't. And that'll get you the best ending of it, and it's fun ending.
Any of you have a military background?
Excuse me?
Anybody have a military background or like special training?
We have a lot of, we met on a military film 2 years ago. Because of the roles I get to play, I get to train a lot of special forces and tier 1 operators. So you get a good feel for that. But he was in a show called Generation Kill, which is yeah. He was Animal, right? Played Animal. Manimal, yeah.
Mammal.
So and he went through extensive training for that, and we spend a lot of time in these environments.
That's the fun part about being an actor is that you get access to training that you're
That you're not
average
normally
Yeah.
privy to.
Even I've done some training with some ex-Army guys, and they brought us up to the level. They said, "Well, you guys are far and above the level that most cops are currently." You know, it's like, and that's because when you get a a state-funded program like the police force. They don't get to fire as many rounds as a very succinct, compact training that actors get.
Right.
And plus, we usually have two, when we shot the movie, we had one consultant, each of us had our own.
Yeah.
Everything we do, the way you move, everything, the way you talk, the way you breathe, someone's always just watching, say, no, that's not right.
Yeah.
Or that's good, keep there.
So it's more, so you're right on spot for the military,
Yeah.
way of doing
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, they want to make sure that when that camera is focused on you, you get the close-up, it's as accurate and as pinpointed as can be. Plus, somebody doesn't be like, oh, that's not right.
And this movie we were on, we used to burn through a couple thousand pounds a piece easily. I mean, some of us pay for your ammunition, so you don't, it's a few clips, you're fine. But it's good. Actually, I've had the privilege of being on nuclear submarines, been in, all kinds of tanks, turned Centurions up to the Abrams. We've been in, we got sitting in that 15 the other day. I mean, we get to do a lot of really cool things. And then when you're in a movie and you're shooting this stuff, sometimes you get to operate, you get to drive a tank, you get to do something really like you'd never have an opportunity to do. And as you're saying, we get what they call the cream training. We don't have to do anything else except the fun stuff, like clearing buildings and putting rounds on target and stuff. We're gonna have to do all the physical training or learning anything except we do all the fun stuff.
Oh, yeah. Does Menendez at the end, I think it was the second one, the one called the concert, and near the end after the credits and everything, does you actually have to do that one? Beat the Menendez Bowl?
Yeah, the only part I didn't do in that was actually play the guitar.
Yeah, I saw that. But I was actually, I wanted to know, did you do it? Did you actually beat the Menendez Bowl?
Oh yeah.
This kid here, the kid in the hoodie. This kid is a huge Sevenfold fan. This kid right here.
Well, I can tell you, but I might have to kill you.
Rich and I have a film coming out called Blackjacks. Hopefully it'll be out in the spring. I have a film premiering at South by Southwest called Coldwater, and another one called Haunting at Silver Falls. This comes out in April, and we start shooting got a lot going on. We gotta stay busy.
Yeah, I finished working on a small independent film called Hot Guys with Guns. Hot Guys with Guns.
Hot guys with guns.
Yeah. And,
It's like lingerie football, except for guys.
and then I finished.
That's for him.
No, have you ever seen a movie called Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
Yeah,
Very similar to that. It's kind of noir type of. But anyway, I'm working currently on a film called The Creature.
I'm in a role right now that's sort of the opposite end of the spectrum from Black Ops. I play an orthodontist on a CW show called Heart of Dixie.
Heart of Dixie.
Heart of Dixie.
The love interest of an actress by the name of Jamie King. Lady.
So you have another job lined up since you finished Black Ops too, right?
We finished Black Ops in August
Of this year, or last year?
this year.
This
yeah.
year.
Oh, this year.
Well, 2012.
Right, 2012.
I was
Oh,
right.
it's last year.
That future stuff, that's for Halo.
That's
The time warp jump thing, no, that's not.
So, as Treyarch, what are the other games that you're going to be in?
I know. Now, this is the Rolls Royce of all games. You gotta understand, right? I mean, if you work on this game, you don't really want to work on any other game.
Why couldn't Michael be here with you guys?
Who?
Who?
Roker.
What? Who's that?
I think he's probably tied up shooting Walking Dead. I don't know specifically what his situation is, but I know his schedule for
He talks a lot, he's really loud, obnoxious, and we just don't really like him.
I just wanted to really tell
So he wasn't invited.
Any of you in the ones with the zombies? The
Walking
zombie was
Dead.
part of this.
We just talked about that.
they don't
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
they don't cross the characters in the campaign over to multiplayer or zombies.
Oh, okay, so you
In fact,
guys
the
didn't have
zombie
anything to do with
developers
the
don't
zombie
even
one.
talk to the multiplayer campaign guys. It's two separate, they have their whole wing of the building is like in the back and it's dark and it's moist,
They don't feed
dingy.
them much.
They don't feed them, they keep them locked back there. They're still back there right now trying to figure out, because I keep saying, put me in zombies. They don't even talk, they just walk by. So, yeah, it's a whole other, it's like
Code zombies.
Who cares, you know? They're on the side, but, you know.
Yeah, so the division, right?
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Did you guys, I know you guys haven't seen them, but have you ever played the characters on zombies or seen them?
Yeah.
I've seen them.
Anybody else?
I just have a comment. I just want to thank you guys for keeping my two boys busy for hours on end.
Yes, I want to agree. I want to agree with that one.
You're very welcome.
My mother's best friend.
You are the mother's
Best
godsend, okay?
babysitter
Send them down
ever.
to one room and one goes the other, they never argue. It's great.
That's funny.
So, yeah, except for I hear them yelling at you guys.
Right.
I got a
Like, you
question.
screwed up.
I got a question for you guys. If we put you all online playing multiplayer, who'd win?
Totally me. Right here.
Me right here.
No.
My KD is 4 to nothing.
I'd be the last guy to raise my hand.
I would win.
I would be like,
My KD is 3.5.
SMR. Oh, no.
All right, what's your KD?
MP7 all day, baby.
Not, yes, actually.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
more prestige than
My MCAR is second prestige right now. That's
more
why.
prestige on M33
At least
than I am
fifth
on
place
here.
over here.
Yeah, me
What's
too.
that?
I'm more prestige more on M33 than
If
I
I
am.
have,
What?
I'll totally win.
That's because it's older.
Yeah, it's easier. Like prestige, like
All right, EJ, what's your KD? Yeah.
this is
I don't know.
My KD is 3.14.
That means it's below 1.
I got pi for a KD.
No, it's not. It's definitely not below one.
Couple more.
Mine's
Anybody
a
else?
108.
How many more questions?
Who are y'all taking for the Super Bowl?
Oh.
San Fran.
San Fran?
Yeah, I think I gotta go. I gotta go with an NFC team.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Giant fan, so
There you go.
I really don't
Go
care.
Jets.
What's
Oh,
that?
no.
Go Jets.
Jets.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
listen.
go Sanchez.
That's right. Gotta go with Cowboys.
Right now.
Yep.
Alright, one more.
Denver,
Last question.
Last question.
Oakland.
On a typical workday, do you get to wear your PJs to work?
No, it's a black spandex wetsuit basically.
You get to wear whatever you want?
No. You show up to work in your jeans and then they put you in a black spandex like leotard with sensors all over your
Yeah,
body.
and they put sensors all over your
Get
face.
a card and go to Sergeant Franklin's YouTube channel. There's going to be there's several videos on how we make it. There's one that's split screen, shows what's happening in the game, what's happening in the room, and then there's one that's a timey lapse showing everything from when you walk in the door to preparation for that, and you're getting ready, rehearsal, shooting, lunch, and then wrap out. And it's all done in like maybe it's all high speed done in 5 minutes.
Oh, so
There's all kinds of great behind the scenes back on the channel. And coming out this weekend is going to be there's an explanation on how Wood survived the blast in Black Ops 1, so he can back in Black Ops 2. It's real physics, so it makes sense. And then next week, the Avenged Sevenfold is going to be a split screen on that, of how what he and I were doing in the room, and then what's on the screen. And so there's going to be a lot of split screen coming up in the next month. Probably one every 2 weeks will be another video, a shot from the game. Like all 3 endings, we're going to have a split screen of what he and I were doing in the room and what it looked like on the camera. So if you subscribe on the channel, you see all that stuff coming up, and that's going to be probably through June. It'll be one every 2 weeks coming out.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Black Ops 3.